goes to whoever wrecks James.
Do I get it if I wreck you too? Like if I wreck him into you?
No.
Not worth it then.
What if I just make him do a lazy spin with the infielder? That's okay.
All right, and we are here for race number 4. It is going to be the final race in the Coast to Coast Super Speedway Series.
For the season.
For the season, yep.
Having next gens at Talladega. This is 60 laps. And let's see the other details. 1 extra fast repair, 2 extra sets of tires, 65% fuel. And we've been having a halfway stage throughout the season. It hasn't been announced today, but it's usually not announced till like midway through the race. Because it's usually just green flag. So if there's a long green flag run, then we'll have a midway caution about lap 30. So anyways, Braden Fielder missed last week, but he raced the Daytona Next Gens, and he was one of the most dominant cars of the day. He starts on pole. It's Chris down in the outside, Cole Crystal third, James Yusa fifth, Kristen Hieselmeyer, I believe that's how you say that. He makes his first start of the season. And it's Bryn George in sixth, Jeffrey Belk, Wes Gallo, Brian Lucan, and William Britton run out the 10-car field. As the pace car is pulled off, and they're going to go through this long travel here. As is often said, start-finish line is all the way near turn 1.
And we didn't wait any time before we gave you the information everybody does.
Yes.
So Chris Downey leading us to the green. He gets away good with the 39. A Brandon Fielder underneath, kind of trailing a little bit. James Yusa on the outside, trying to secure that points lead.
James Yusa and Cristiani working together here on lap number 1. Yusa giving a big shove down the backstretch into turn 3. Can really push with these next gen cars. And Yusa finally backs off. Further right behind him. And he goes to the outside.
Yep, a lot of people have slided down to that inside lane. Back there we have seen some people using the outside, like Jeffrey Belk in 55. And Fielder currently on the outside.
Yeah, we saw huge shoves with the next gens at Daytona, so we're looking to see the same thing today. Team No Lift sure to be a factor here.
Oh, I can imagine Wes loving this. Currently that second lane is starting to be formed up. We have 10 cars here in our final race. So
yeah, there's a 3-car train in the outside lane right now.
Yep, and Wes is going to ditch
2.
them. Going to go to the inside. Wes, our winner from last week. Right now, the only threat really to James Yusa, I think the biggest threat is Bryn George, who's currently in the 9th place position.
Oh, down he hit loose from the shove from Yusa.
And, oh, 3 wide. Someone's down there on the apron. I think that is Wes. Trying to merge back on track, and they leave a lane for him. Back to 2 wide now. A little safer that way. Wes currently battling Bryn George in the 45. Bryn all the way up to the 5th place position. I lied. Now he's 6th.
Big run from Fielder. On the outside, trying to make something happen. He's got help, too, from Jeffrey Belk.
Yep, Belk went up there along with Wes, forming that outside lane. And the 39 goes down to the 22, spins him. 45 spinning as well. 45 contact to the inside wall. No caution.
The yellow flag is out.
There it is.
They probably manually threw it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Let me see what happened there. Let's get a replay. It was a bump. It was pushing into the pusher, and that just got Fielder loose, and he came down and it made contact and caused that wreck. So just an unfortunate turn of events.
Oh,
We still have
and
one
then
faster pair, and these next gen cars are pretty durable. So
and Bryn got spun because West went down to avoid, and the 22 got spun in a separate incident.
yeah, I don't know if this will change these strategies. I think they're just going to race the same as they were before that wreck. If anybody comes down pit road for fuel, I assume they would. Might have people take tires, especially the people involved in that wreck.
James, you still gonna lead us down pit road?
Looks like almost everybody's coming down. Got Nicole Crystal, Brian Lucan staying out. And it looks to be fuel for some of these guys, fuel only.
I see tires on the 53. And exiting. I think these guys are the stragglers, the people that didn't take fuel only, because I saw a 64 already out here on track. And that's William Britton. Did Brandon Fielder stay out?
No, he did not. It was Nicole Crystal and Lucan.
Okay, so Fielder is the first stop at pit road, followed by the 64. And then the 55 of Jeffrey Belk. Brian Lucan stayed out, and Nicole Crystal as well.
So everybody's off pit road except for Bryn George. So I know he took a hit in that inside wall, so he's probably got some optional. Saving that faster pair right now, since it's so early in the race.
Yeah, only lap 5 out of 60, and he's got to get as many points as he can. And he's not going to really lose any track position because he was last to enter.
As if you want to go to Brian Lucan to see the shenanigans he's doing right now.
I see him, and he's inside the pace car.
All right, let me do a rundown of these sponsors on everybody's car. Since I didn't get to earlier, let me just find the correct camera. All right, our leader, Brian Lucan, has the slick race graphics design on his number 52 car. Cole Crystal has the MRT machine, number 6. The third place, Brandon Fielder, has the 39 Pokemon Scarlet car. And I know somebody else has a Pokemon car. It's Wes Gallo, who's in 9th place right now down pit road in the Pokemon Violet car. And then let's go to 4th place, William Britton with the Green Room Dispensary machine in that 64 car. And Jeffrey Belk in 5th place, the 55. That's the 4 Cloak Media machine. We have Preston Hieselmeyer in the 53 machine, the DeWalt. And then the number 22 Cat car of Chris Downey in 7th place. And James Yusa, as always, sporting the number 5 Hendrick.com or HendrickCars.com Kyle Larson inspired paint scheme. And Bryn George in the Kurt Busch Kansas Win Jordan machine with some rear end damage there. So it's going to be a bit slower than these guys, but is the entire race and a faster pair, so. Alright, as we have taken the one to green as well. No DNFs here, nobody is a lap down. Even though Bryn George sat in pit road for a pretty long time, as he is now caught up back up to the field on the same straightaway as them.
Still some damage to that rear, so I don't know if you got it repaired in one of those cases where iRacing doesn't repair all of it, or if he's still a little optional left.
I think he still had a bit of optional left since he got off, like, right as they're coming by to lap him.
Okay, so that probably was the case. In the draft, it should mask it. And we'll see if Brink can gain his spots back. But he's only back to 10th, so it's not the end of the world.
I expect this inside lane to be the one that gets going. I know Brandon Fielder's a good pusher. He's been giving huge shoves like he did the next gen race at Daytona to start off the season, so that's going to be interesting to see. Jeffrey Belk also has been successful this season. He starts third in the inside lane. So let's see when Brian Lucan goes as the pace car is pulled off and they approach the restart zone in the middle of the tribal.
Waiting. Alright, he's going to fire off now.
Yes, he goes in green here.
The outside lane doesn't really go. See, the 6 is falling back along with the 64 pushing her.
Yeah, only 2 people up there too. They were connected, but just did not have enough momentum. His inside lane starting to bunch up here, especially towards the front.
Fielder poked his nose down below, but can't make a legal pass there. We'll see who tries to go up high. Actually, I see Wes up there.
It moves back down low. Chris Downey now tries the outside lane to the outside of Jeffrey Belk in the 55.
How far away from the points lead is Downey?
I will see.
Brian Lucan.
Points. Go on.
Oh, Brian Lucan led this lap with a push from Brandon Fielder. Currently, everybody's back down in single file, but it won't take long before they go double file again. And what do you have to say, Cappy?
I was saying that Chris Downey is 18 points behind the leader in 5th place.
Alright, sure. How many points you get per position?
I don't know.
But, I don't know. That seems kind of far back. How far back is Bryn?
Bryn is 10 points back in 2nd place behind USA.
Okay. I'm not sure how much the point difference is. If it's significant, if USA kind of has this thing in the bag, or...
I think he has a good shot of it. There's definitely a tight race for 2nd place. You got 3 people who could take 2nd after the finale tonight. It's like a 3-point gap.
And USA is down at 10th, doesn't have a draft.
That race for 2nd, it's Bryn George, Cole Crystal, and John Lynch.
John Lynch isn't here, so he's kind of out of it.
Chris Downey has a shot at it as well, but it's going to take quite a few positions for him to gain. I think he can gain, but I don't think it's enough to get to 2nd.
Leader has changed. It's currently Brandon Fielder out front. Brian Lucan's fallen all the way back to the 5th place position.
Yeah.
Fielder's
just, like I said earlier in the broadcast, Fielder's pretty good at these plate tracks. He ran really well at Daytona, gave lots of shoves, part of that team no lift. Brian Lucan, for the first time tonight, after leading a lot of laps, he falls all the way back to 4th right now. So now we're single file here. Top number 10, a 6th of the way through this race.
Yep, the top 3 currently is Toyotas. Brian Lucan trying to change that, but looks like he's going backwards. No one's up there to help Brian.
Yeah. Wes Gallo's been known to make a move.
Oh! Bryn into the back of 6 hard. Sends the
Yeah,
6 down the track. Then they stack up. Bryn with another shove in the back. Bryn gets back into the 6. And that's what put her down on the apron and made her lose the draft.
This top three is going to pull away for a little bit. They're not going to have this gap for long. I'm confident that the second group will catch back up, but they stacked up right there. That's why you want to have like a little space to everybody. So you also don't overheat your car as well as Chris Downey tries the outside lanes. They have caught this first pack, or group of cars at least.
And it looks like Nicole Crystal will fall back and will be picked up by James Yusa and Preston. Oh gosh, Hasselmeyer.
I didn't realize they were all the way back there. Chris Downey all alone on the outside lane. He's going to fall back at the end of this group. Then we're William Britton just hanging out ways by way behind this pack.
Yep, we have teammates 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Lucan tries the outside. I don't think he'll be successful here. Unless Cristiani goes up here, and he will.
It'll be really hard to try and overcome that because it's only 2 of them. William Britton is probably going to lose the draft also.
Yeah, he's too far back, plus he's all alone too. Lucan tries again. Here comes Gallo. No, he faked going up high. Chris Downey up to help. They've got a pretty good run here. This outside lane in the trial has just been really good at these plate tracks because they get the run off the outside lane, off turn 4.
Yeah, it will be really hard though. All the teammates on the inside are all hooked up together and they're not going to move. Working together, trying to get Bryn this points lead, which I believe is possible.
I feel like that's a long shot. But we've only had 3 races, so you know, we'll know when the race ends. The points is updated, so. Lucan again trying the outside lane, just trying to get any positions he can since he's second in the back. With Chris Downey, he's been trying stuff too since he's in the back of his pack. Oh, big shove, and that's going to get 45.
45 into the wall along with Brian Lucan. Yellow flag manually thrown out again for the yellow.
I assume that's going to be Brian Lucan's faster pair because he took a pretty good hit. That fender on the right front's off. I'm 45 thankful he didn't take the fast repair because now he's got more damage to fix.
Alright, we'll take a look and see what happened.
A really unfortunate situation for these drivers. Lap 15 out of 60. Just a quarter of the way through the race. That's going to be a fast repair for, I believe, 2 people. I don't know if they would want to save it because they got pretty good damage. This caution is going to be good for Yusa and Preston as well. Since they are so far back. And Cole Crystal's benefits here. So is William Britton since they all fell from the main pack because everybody's going down pit road here. For fuel. Nobody stays out, but ooh. Somebody hits the cone and that was Preston. This driver's going to top off fuel. Get some tires since some people did not take tires last caution. It looks to be fuel only for most of these guys. Cole Crystal takes tires. So does Preston as well, Bryn George. And I'm hoping we take the one to green here. I believe we will.
Sure, it looks like everybody pitted, taking advantage of that. Lap number 16 out of 60. Alright, we're back from a little ad break. Not a whole lot happened. Still lights on the pace car. And hopefully they get rid of them soon.
I was going to take the one to green this time, but we got Cristiani trying to catch the pack. So I'm going to go around one more time. Because everybody came down pit road the last time by. Some people took tires. Most people just took fuel only. Since they took tires the last time around. As we do get the one to green. Brandon Fielder is going to line up first. His teammate Wes Gallo right behind him in third. Jeffrey Bilk in the outside lane. James Yusa, who really benefited after that last caution since he was so far behind. He's all the way up to fifth. Roland Britton, also a beneficiary over the caution since he fell off from the main pack. Lands up fourth. Cole Crystal, she benefits from the caution as well. So does Preston Hasselmeyer, since they all was not in the main pack. Bryn George looks like he took his fast fitter. That's going to be the only one these drivers get. So Brian Lucan took his fast fitter as well. So if a wreck happens, then they're pretty much out since they only have one or one more wreck. And they get pretty good amount of damage. These cars are pretty durable, but their tires can break easy, so.
Yeah, it's a very long track here, Cappy. Eventually we'll get going green again.
Matt, I think you should tell your life story right now.
Oh. I was born in a race car.
Nice.
Which
How was your season in real life this year? Excuse me.
I got one win and second overall.
Nice.
But season one's kind of short because they decided to pave the track and we had to wait for the track to cure. So we only did like half a season, which wasn't too fun. But
At least you won and got second.
yeah, you know, could be better, could be worse. You know, pretty decent. But Brandon Fielder currently going to lead us to green. Pace car went to the safety of pit road.
See
And
when in the restart zone he's going to go. Will he wait for the green? He will. Just like everybody else has.
yep, he fired off. Everybody's going to be about the same. Jeffrey Belk with a good jump on the outside, but William Britton is not there to push him. So he's probably going to fall back a little bit.
Britton's got there now.
Yeah,
James used to dives high. He likes the high side this season. He's gone there many times. It's the
Yep,
first time he's really gone today, though. Jeffrey Bell clears himself for the lead. Leaves Bryn and Yusa up high. Crystal, Lucan on the outside as well. Westgallo, big shove to his teammate. Fielder, big shove to the 55.
yep, those
Push from Gallo.
4 teammates all together on the inside. Everybody else is against them, except for Brian Lugan. He's trying to find which one benefits him.
There it is. Big shoves going on from Team No Lift on the bottom here. Moscato,
Yep.
Brandon Fielder.
The only thing wrong with Team No Lift is that they have Bryn all the way in the back of their train, so... And James Yusa is ahead of Bryn, so that doesn't really help him too much in our final battle going on.
Used to giving big shoves to 65 here on the outside lane. Not much momentum though, since the inside lane is so well connected. We got 3 cars all pushing each other. Pushing the pusher, or no, that gets the 39 loose.
Yeah, the 39 had to go on the apron, saved it though. And the 6 got punted by the 22.
Yeah, Chris Downey.
But she's able to... Looks like she didn't lose the draft this time after the punt. And James Yusa... We're going to see him on the bottom side trying to get around the 64, but the 64 also dives down low. And everybody's in the train except for Crystal.
She's going to pop down, most likely here.
Probably.
She will. Brian Lucan, though, he looks up high. Trying to make something happen. He dives back low, but as soon as he goes down, here comes William Bryn. He's not going to have any success either, I no. Lucan dives up high, but there is a losing momentum right now in the outside lane. Lucan dives back low.
The 5 was thinking about going up there to join the party, but would have been a losing battle.
Yeah, now he tries it.
Guarantee the 22 is going to go. They hook up.
Going to be a good shove here. Oh, Gallo gets pushed up high.
Gallo tried going up to block, but he couldn't get up there in time. Had to go back down low. And currently, this train up top is side by side for the 3rd place position.
Oh, they stack up here on the inside lane. And here
That's
comes
going to
this
help
outside
them.
lane. Yeah, big run here. Ooh.
James Yusa out front. No stranger leaning into the plate track.
53 just completely cut off Nicole Crystal in the back. That was almost a wreck. Downey, big shove the Yusa here as they move down the inside lane with the lead. He left Lucan all the way back there. He has help from that 53 machine as here comes Fielder and Belk, because Yusa not afraid to block we've seen this season.
And he gets dumped! Doesn't lift.
Nice save there. Somehow not a wreck. I'm surprised. I think you're surprised, yeah.
I thought he was going to pop it sideways, and Jeffrey Belk did not lift one little bit. Took all that momentum he had right into the back bumper of the 5. Which, I mean, when you're blocking, that's kind of what you're going to get, so.
Yeah, Yusa's not been afraid to block this season. He's made many blocks, especially in these next-gen cars, since they're so easy to push.
West, no lift into the back bumper to 39. Shoving. Fielder along.
This outside lane being down right now. I did not think I'd say that this race. Gallo looks low.
Yeah, all 4 of those teammates are going to go back down to the low side. Going to open the top for James Yusa. And they're going to try and overtake these teammates, but we'll see how successful they are.
It's been hard to stop those teammates this season.
Oh, James is trying to give a square push to William Britton, but can't keep it square in the back bumper of the 64.
Lucan's gonna bail out of it here on the inside lane. He's gonna fall to the back of this pack.
We are just shy of halfway point. Gonna be starting lap 25 soon. Very
we could
long
always
race.
Yeah, we could always get a midway caution since that's happened before this season, but it's not really announced till like a few laps before it happens. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, it's kind of on the spot. Hey,
Yeah.
you want to race some more? But currently everybody is in lead pack. Brian Lucan barely back there. He's hanging on for dear life at the back of the pack in 10th.
This outside lane is going to get a run here down the back. You saw Downey, Burton working together here. They've got the run, but they're not going to get up front. At least this right away is 53 bails out. The outside lane caught pretty good. Through the outside lane of third place. So you saw Unit 64 lose, but here it is, big run from the outside lane. The inside lane is a bit disconnected, and that's going to allow Yusa with a big shove to 64 of Britain. And they're going to take the... Oh, I thought
They're going to move him.
He will.
And James Yusa is going to say thank you very much, and he wants to be the leader.
Yeah, that was not intentional, but it works out for Yusa really well. As Britain's going to fall back, and this outside lane is going to collapse. Ooh, feels bad for Chris Downey. He's going to fall back to 6th place. Look at this.
I knew they were going to try and work together against the 5.
Yeah. 5 all alone up there. Or out there, excuse me. This splits up the 39 and the 55 here. Unless this 55 dives low, but he's going to get a huge shove from Yusa.
I know, Yusa didn't lift.
Turn him. Oh, that was close.
Just like earlier when Belk didn't lift for Yusa.
Oh, look at this. Downey takes it 3 wide for 3rd. Sprint George has made his way up here. Just a big shove to the 55.
West looking to maybe go in the 3rd lane. But he's going to stay in the 2nd. They're going to lose some time.
3rd lane doesn't really work at these super speedway tracks I've seen this season. When they've been attempted. Here comes Yusa with the run.
But knows with Yusa as he's trying to go for the lead. Oh, West did. But West is too far back to really help push the 5.
It's Brian Lucan and the 53 of Preston Hieselmeyer falling pretty far back in his pack. They're kind of side drafting each other, and they're just going to lose this pack even more. So they're hoping for a yellow. It gets them back up to the pack. Crystal looks high, but she's not getting any help. So you saw a huge shove of the 64, pushing him pretty good with a good run. He's going to get the back of Gallo. There's Sprint George in the middle of a Pokemon sandwich right now. Here comes Yusa and Downey on the outside lane with the run. See how this run's going to develop off turn 4 here. We've seen already this race and throughout the season, this outside lane gets good momentum off turn 4 through the trival. This car's not really connected, so it's going to stall out this time. You need push to happen. So Yusa tries to make something happen, giving the draft to Downey. These guys are just too separated right now.
Yusa are going to go back to the inside, but Downey cannot go down because West is right there. I expect the 5 maybe to come up on the backstretch and help the 22.
Yeah, and they're side drafting each other too, so they're going to fall back. Yusa trying again. Gets some momentum, dives high, giving the draft to Downey. He's almost clear of the 45, but it doesn't happen. West Gallo there to steal his inside lane as Chris Downey's in the wall. Not really any damage to that 22 machine. But Crystal just came up on him and hit the wall. not really any damage on that machine. He has a little bit though on the right rear since that's where he hit the wall. But it's thankfully not really that much as he has caught the pack as well, so it's really good for him. Could have been a lot worse. Oh, Downey, or not Downey, excuse me. Brendan Fielder squeezes his car the outside lane. He takes the lead from Belk.
Yep, Fielder
team
was
acting up
committed. He went all the way to the top trying to fit his car in that gap. That's going to benefit him quite significantly, and Belk is going to fall down to third place position because of that. Brent George now up to second.
Mm-hmm. As high as he's been all race, position-wise.
Yep, and I think Bryn has a shot still to get the championship away from James Yusa. Especially with the four of them, it's going to be hard to beat them. Wes up there to block the 22.
Ooh. Yusa dies up high. Gonna help Downey. They've been working together this race. Wascalo, though, side drafting them, breaking them up a bit. And no Yusa has the run, though, and he's going to give Downey a good shove here. They have good momentum. They're passing fourth place, passing third place, looking to get second before they get into turn one. Looking for the lead right now. Yusa all over the back bumper of that 22 machine.
Holy
Great
cow,
push.
they gained a lot of ground. Chris
Yeah,
Downey
inside
out in
lane.
front right now. Downey could
Inside
slot
lane.
down, and he does.
Inside lane was just disconnected on this rival, so that's slowing him down pretty good. Fielder looks slow, but Downey closes the door.
Yusa left out to dry. He's currently being pushed by Wes. So Yusa's probably going to fall back. All Yusa has to do to win the championship is just be close to Bryn. 10-point gap for him to mediate.
Here comes Fielder, the outside lane. Everybody else coming up high with them. Except for
Except
Yusa, he's gonna
Yusa.
give- yeah, big shove to his partner there. His tandem buddy.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, they've been tandem buddies all race multiple times this season. Big shove here. 3 cars pushing the pusher.
If the 3 of them are going to go down, Wes is up to dry up top. Did Wes miss a race? I think he did.
Yeah,
That's why
I
he's
believe he missed the
not.
last race.
That's why he's not a championship favorite. And I like making fun of Wes.
Wow. Single fall right now? No. Chris Downey jinxes me, so does Yusa and West Gallo. Trying to make something happen in the outside lane. Let's see how good of a run they get. Oh, Downey gets a bit loose from the shove from Yusa. These guys are connected. Oh, they keep getting loose though. But these guys are pushing each other. This inside lane disconnected. This outside lane gonna have the momentum. Downey retakes the lead over Fielder. His inside lane finally connects up.
Yep. Oh, the
Whoa,
22
Downey.
almost got spun up
How did
high.
they turn?
And he gets spun down low. He's going to spin it.
And they're gonna wreck avoiding him.
And
oh, Downey hard in the inside wall.
big wreck. You know,
West
Bryn
Gallo looks to be in it too.
and
Yeah,
Brian were not in it, so those guys are the ones that used up their faster pair. I think Wes
Yeah,
got
Wes-
the biggest hit.
No, Chris Downey got a pretty good hit in the inside wall. His rear end lifted off the ground pretty good. But I think he has the most damage. West Gallo does. He goes down pit road right now. That Pokemon Violet machine has seen its better days. So he takes his faster pair and tires and fuel, I assume. And just under halfway here of the scheduled distance is Rescalo's uses
Over.
only faster there. So I assume everybody's going to come down for red here for fuel, maybe even some tires. He really caused that wreck, if I remember correctly. Let me go back and get a replay of it.
That was
he
the
had a-
spinning of the 22 off of James Usa.
Yeah, he pushed the 22 up the racetrack, and the 22 came down, wasn't clear, and he turned himself off the 5. But Yusa really started the series of events that led to that wreck, but he benefits off of it and gets the lead.
We'll see this race off pit road. Who takes tires? James Usa is taking right sides.
So is Bryn George.
And Usa is taking laps.
Looks to be most
Bryn
people taking
with
tires. With 2.
Bryn with 2. And then second off, it looks like was the 55.
Barely beat Yusa there.
And Usa, the first one with 4 tires, is going to fall down to 3rd place position. Bryn George is going to be leading this thing. He's trying to go for the championship win.
Mm-hmm.
Lap 36 out of 60. So just over the halfway point. And
Fielder
hopefully, not too many laps on the pace car because it's really boring.
Fielder and Downey just taking some optional right now down pit road. Rescalo's been sitting there. He got a fast repair. So I don't know what's up with him.
Wait, why is Downey doing... Downey wasn't involved in the wreck, was he?
Yes, he was.
Oh, Downey's the 22. I'm thinking of Brian Lucan. He was not involved.
No, he was not. He had lost the pack. Along with the 53 of Preston. And that caution really benefits them since they're so far back because they've lost a draft. So that's what they wanted to see there, a yellow.
How about we interview Bryn if I can find him? He's not here.
Let's see who.
I can only interview Nicole or William Britton.
We can do William. He's been up front some. He's coming down pit road, so.
Hey, William, man, Cappy in the booth. You copy?
Yeah, this is William. How you doing?
So, seeing you up front, you know, in the back, in the middle, kind of bobbing all over the place. So, how is it so far?
It feels pretty good. Out there, sometimes you don't get a good suck up with cars in front of you, but then other times you get such a good suck up that even if you try and completely roll out of the gas, you get in that bubble and you just can't break away from it.
All right,
But
so
other
you
than that, it's pretty good.
gotcha. So, I assume the strategy top off of fuel, and you're assuming you're going to go to the end?
Oh yeah. If that last caution would have come out, I was planning on running it dry before I pitted. But now that's out the window, so fuel mileage and fuel strategy is pretty much out the window from here, I feel like.
Gotcha. So, just flat out, fast as you can. You're out here
Yeah,
for
just
fun.
Not flat out. It's just kind of biding my time and seeing what's
Well-
going to happen around me for sure.
Hopefully not flat out into the guy in front of you, but...
Well, no, definitely not that.
We've seen that a lot today.
Yeah, definitely just sitting here, see what's going on around me, just kind of let the laps wind down, and then when it gets crunch time, see what fully happens. I mean, only thing you can do is hope and pray and hope you put yourself in the correct position at the correct timing.
Sounds really wise and smart strategy there. Go for the rest of the
Thank you, thank you.
All right, good luck. Actually, here, who do you want to thank before we send you off here? We got Green Room Dispensary on the hood of that race car. I see.
Yes, Green Room Dispensary, definitely. It's one of my favorite dispensaries here in the town I live in. Great deals, great prices on marijuana products and whatnot.
He always drives a marijuana themed car.
Yeah, I do. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with marijuana. A lot of people don't like it because they do consider it a drug, but I feel like it's an herb and a plant and a decent medicine. Does better for me than most medications that doctors have prescribed me. But I want to thank y'all for broadcasting, and remember, peace, love, and bacon.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Alright, so that was William Braden in the 64. Before I get comments on all of the Karens on YouTube,
Green flag.
we're going green flag. I don't care about your opinion. Even though do what you want, it doesn't affect me.
Look, if he doesn't finish highly on the scoreboard on the track, at least he's scoring high off the racetrack, right?
I knew you were going there.
Look, it took me a while to come up with that, alright? Anyways, Bryn George with the lead for the first time today.
Bryn George high on the scoreboard.
Yes. No clue if he will get high after the race. Outside lane has 4 cars up here. It's the first time Fielder's been up high, to my knowledge, this race. Besides, well, when he's back here first time. Because he's been up high when he's towards the front, but he's about mid-pack. This is the first time when he's mid-pack, when he's up on that top lane.
Oh, I thought this was going to be like the Cappy Awesomeness race where you just kept on saying the word awesome over and over. But on the top side, we had Preston Heselmeyer. That I cannot say fast if he just takes the lead. It's Preston Heselmeyer into the lead. You know, I'm going to just butcher it completely. But anyways, he was leading the outside. He still is, but now he's the only car on the outside.
He's blinking. Oh, he almost cuts off Brandon Fielder in 39. He's falling all the way back, surprisingly. It's really rare to see that 39 car of Brandon Fielder in the back of the pack. Usually
Yeah,
he's up
I mean,
front.
he was in the rack, so that's probably why he's put back there, but he's got to try and regain. Currently, the 5 has the momentum around the 55. He's blinking, and no one wants to be with him.
Yes.
He's a lone car.
High. Yeah.
Currently at the points.
Japanese, it's working. It's working.
Somehow it's working. But these guys are having a championship battle going on here between the 5 and 45. 5 leading by 10 points. So he's just got to finish close to Bryn George.
Wes Gallo up to join Yusa. Team no lift on the outside lane. Here comes Fielder and Chris. Not Chris County, but Hazelmeyer.
See? Alright, the 5 clears the 45. But he still chooses to be on the outside. I think
the 5 slows down to pretty good.
Wes Gallo. I knew Wes was going to go down there. But the 5 went with him.
That was almost a wreck. They all accordioned right there.
I thought they were going to wreck because the 5 and 07 kind of have the same agenda at the same time. 52 with a lot of momentum, but nowhere really to take it.
Yeah, we got different strategies going on right here. Somebody like the 64, William Braden, we just interviewed. He's planning on staying back, waiting to make his move till later in the race. And you got people like Yusa, Mascalo, Fielder just trying to get up front as soon as they can, making bold moves.
Yep, just under the 20 lap to go mark. If you're not high in the scoreboard, then I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. I gotta think of some other puns.
Is Lucan with a huge run. This outside lane has been getting in the tri-oval. Yusa up to block. Lucan plays nice with him. He backs off. Heiselmeyer. Oh! Lucan tries to dive low. Heiselmeyer, Chris Downey, Yuso on the outside lane right now. That 64 is going to join him too, William Britton. Lucan back to lead after leading this early part of the race. He got strung back to mid-pack and then got caught up in a wreck. He's finally back up front. Less than 20 to go. Outside lane, the run entering turn number 1. Setting themselves up for a good run down the backstretch here. As here comes Luke, and he knows that this outside lane gets the run.
Oh, they're wrecking again! Actually, they save it, but Bryn George got pile driven into the right side.
And hopefully, Heiselmeyer, Britton, and Cole Crystal can catch back up to this main pack. They got slowed down really good. Just a tiny bit of damage to the left front of Heiselmeyer, whatever. And I think they're going to lose this main pack here, so they're banking on a yellow, which we might honestly get, considering how they've been racing so far this race. Brian Lucan falls back to the back of the pack. Chris Downey all the way up front. He was down up here a while ago. Finds himself second. He's in the back and he suddenly disappears out of nowhere up front. He's been one of the better Super Speedway racers this season, so no surprise seeing him at the front.
No,
with Yusa, they've been working together all season long.
yeah, Yusa and Picker needs to update. Downey there in the second place position. Those guys, they're always together. Same with Wes, Bryn, Jeffrey Belk, and our friend in the 39, Brandon Fielder.
Brian Lucan trying the outside lane to the back. Getting nowhere though. Just trying to gain any sort of spots since he's the last car in line in this main pack. As Yusa letting off the gas to try to get a push from Downey, I assume. This top two is pulled away from this pack here a little bit. But they're going to get a big run, though. That's the thing when they're strung out, separated like this in the front. So everybody behind them is going to get a big run, and they're going to make a move. And then chaos usually ensues after that. Yusa defending high side lane. The high lane, excuse me. Chris Downey looks low. West Gallagher going to give a shove to Yusa.
I'm not sure why Downey decided to stay low.
I don't know. Oh, Yusa forced up higher. Push got wrong from West Gallo. Shoved Yusa up high and allowed Gallo to get to the lead. Yusa's gonna be all alone up high.
Yeah, Yusa is going to tack onto the end of this pack behind Fielder. And then you can see the second pack all the way back there, just slowly going farther and farther away.
They've actually been gaining, though. Not falling farther behind. They're gaining about, second a lap. Yeah. So they're running 52.2s. These leaders run 53.2s. But shove gone wrong though in that second pack. Haselmeyer did not get a good shove from, did not get a shove in a good place from Britain. But they're gonna catch this main pack. I did not expect them to. As Brian Lucan has retook this lead here. He was all the way in the back a few laps ago. This pack. He took the shortest way around, and then it went up high for the lead. I assume these guys might be saving fuel, because I've heard them lift. don't know, because I know Britain said that, mileage would be out the window, but nobody wants to be the leader of this pack, it seems like. They're all
Wait, how in
driving
the
out of
world
way.
did that pack catch up to them?
They're saving fuel up front, it seems like.
They have to save fuel for 12 more laps?
I assume so, because everybody's been switching out at the front. And nobody wants to lead this pack.
Right now, the lap car of Chris Downey is actually leading. I don't know how he became a lap car, but the iRacing ticker says he is.
That's weird. I thought he was... I mean, he's still scheduled or being shown. Actually, no.
That's why I went to the loan screen. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Is my
I-
ticker glitching or is he actually a lap down?
Yeah, I was... he's still on the lead lap. That's because he's bailing from the leader.
Because he's, yeah, in the lead. But Bryn George, actually the leader as of now. 22 all the way up high. Staying out of the way, it looks like. And he's going to go down. And Britain... Yikes. He's now fighting for the lead of this thing.
I did not realize Chris Downey was all not on the same lap as these guys. That was surprising to me. Yeah, he is one lap down. The only car a lap down. So you're so through the middle.
On the top side, 22 got a huge push from Wes.
Yeah, it's crunch time now. Under 10 to go. Well, not now, but it's approaching. So with 11 to go, is 64. You're gonna show the 53, and they're pushing the push up here and down. It gets turned by Wes Gallo. Pushing the pusher. They save it. Everybody backs off though, but Yusa's gonna be all alone. In the
Oh,
front.
contact! Crystal's bouncing off the wall into Wes.
Yusa lifting a lot, just trying to not be the leader of this pack. He's gonna get past here. Chris Downey leads this pack as the lap car. The leader of this race is gonna be that 53 Heiselmeyer. That was close. Heiselmeyer to the outside lane. Trying to give a shove from Yusa. Trying to get around the lap car, but no, Yusa. Going to give a big shove to Chris Downey.
And the wrecking!
That's going to be yellow.
The 53 pile drives the inside wall. No caution yet, but they manually thrown cautions.
Yeah,
There we go.
And we're going to restart with less than 10 to go. That's what Chris Downey needed, excuse me. He's back on the lead lap now. So let's go back and see what happened.
I'm gonna look this from the perspective of the 52. I think he's gonna have the best view of this.
Oswald just got loose on the outside lane, completely just lost the car and came down and just body slammed Jeffrey Buck to the 55. That 4 Coke Media car. Oh, seen his better days. This car is leaving sparks on the racetrack. Got some wheel damage, I assume. So he's going to take his fast repair. I assume he has one left. I haven't seen him get any damage here today, so. I assume we'll take their fast repair as well. Is anybody will come down pit road? Let's see. Yes, they will. So he's just going to check everybody up. Then speed on off. Creating a good gap between him and cars behind him. As everybody's going to come down pit road, this is caution. Except for Chris Downey, he might not, since he's getting his lap back. So let's see. I assume tires for these guys, some fuel as well. It's really important for this track position here is tires go on Yusa and West Gallo.
Lucan looks
Lu-
like fuel only.
Same with the 64. I believe I was fuel only stop. Those guys are way ahead. And the 5, the first one comes out with tires, followed by Wes Gallo, Brandon
Pure
Fielder.
tires and fuel. Yeah.
And the 22. Kind of
Oh, I'm trying to stall.
little miss.
But he's got his lap back, so I'm sure he's not complaining. Doesn't mind.
Currently 7 laps to go. Hopefully our yellow lights turn off soon.
Yeah, everybody has left pit road, so.
Let me see if we will get the one green.
They were asking for it over the radio. So everybody is off the pit road.
Let's do another interview. I see Nicole Crystal, the only other one in the chat, so I'm gonna pull her up. Hey Nicole, man, Cappy in the booth, you copy?
Yep, I have you.
Alright, so far kind of up and down race for you. How has it been for you and your 6 machine?
It's been pretty good, but there's a bubble that you can't get past, and if you do, it just like drives you everywhere.
Yeah.
Heard something similar from William.
Yeah, it's okay. Just a minute here. But yeah, so there, I mean, there's a bubble, and I know I'm not the greatest at keeping it straight, but it's a lot of checking up tonight too. So
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha, and also, see you're starting in the 8th place position. So how is it, or what's your plan for kind of moving up the field in these final 6 laps?
hopefully staying out of trouble, because I think there's going to be one more wreck coming, and miss that one, and hopefully come in pretty good.
Gotcha. All right, well, good luck tonight. Cappy, any questions from you?
No, you stole all my questions, man. How dare you?
All right, I am a thief. All right, we'll put you back to your chat.
Best of
All right,
luck.
All right, just talking to Nicole Crystal on number 6. He is
Alright.
in the 9. I don't know. The ticker
6.
keeps on moving.
6 machine. Number T
No, like the track position. Currently, it looks like in 9th.
It says 8th on Iris. So.
Well, oh,
What do you mean? Iris is always correct, Matt.
my ticker is showing their literal position, which they could be changing from lane to lane.
I think we're gonna get another yellow. That's my opinion.
Probably.
yours?
It would definitely not shock me.
Yeah, 1 to 2 more yellows.
Well, hopefully not too many, because these pace laps are long and boring, and there's no one else I could interview.
Yeah. I mean, we even interviewed you last caution on your season. Matt, do you have
Yeah, I
any
know,
sponsors
it's-
you'd like to thank for this
We
season?
are definitely lacking for content on these cautions.
Matt, how different was the repave for the feeling of your race car this season?
A lot less bumpy. It's a
What do you
really
approve?
old, worn track. There are Crosby's TZ Graphics, Wilbert's You Pull It, Carnation Restoration, and Performance Hobbies. Pace car's down to the safety of pit road. I can shut up now, and we're gonna get ready to go racing once again.
Alright, it's gonna be, looks like a 6-lap dash. Gonna restart on lap 55 out
green
of
flag.
60.
But oh, 64 does not get going as well as the inside lane did. So Yusa with a good momentum here, gonna give a shove to Lucan. Wouldn't be surprised if he dives up high. That's going for
Probably.
Yusa,
And
yeah.
Bryn's got to do something. Currently in the, Bryn is in the 4th place position. but he's got James Yusa in front of him, his main competitor, which is not good.
Got a bit loose off turn 2. His 64 has fallen like a rock to the back from second place on the restart.
That's kind of does not shock me. I don't think he took tires at all, but Brian Lucan fuel only in the clean air though, so.
Bryn George dives high, Fielder goes high. Much of this field up high right now.
And James Yusa is gonna have to go higher. He's gonna get freight trained.
I think that's his plan. He's gonna wait to make the move though.
Because whatever he does, he knows
Lucan's
Fielder
gonna
and all those people are gonna do the complete opposite. Those teammates trying to work together.
And this outside lane is going to get a good momentum down the back.
And here they come with the momentum. James Yusa does not go up to block. Continues to
get that
push the
good momentum.
52, but they are losing their momentum.
Yeah, they didn't get that good of a run as they usually get on the outside lane down the straightaway. They're a bit disconnected. Oh, that 53 machineless off the shove as Field goes to the safety, or not safety, but the inside lane, the fastest way around the racetrack. Safe for now. Let's say that. Safe for now.
Yeah, with 4 laps left. I know Bryn's probably wanted the roles to be reversed between him and Yusa after this team has been pretty strong, pretty hard to get around. But 4 laps to go, still possible on the outside lane. These two people are in a voice chat together, Nicole Crystal and William Britton, but it doesn't look like they're hooking up too well, and they're falling back.
Yeah. Cannot connect those bumpers as well as in the Jeffrey Volk area around him is checking up.
We're going to complete lap number 57 on the 58. 3 to go.
And we'll see. Eventually, James Yusa will make that move for the lead. Brian Lucan is going to block, but we'll see if it'll happen beforehand or if it'll happen on the white flag lap. And, you know, it's probably going to cause a yellow. So that's
Johnny
something.
back up here after getting his lap back, the last caution.
Oh, yeah, all the way up to third. But James Yusa has to be careful about that because if he gets caught up in a wreck, his championship hopes could be over.
He has a cushion, but he still shouldn't finish too far behind Bryn George just to be safe.
And Bryn's currently in the middle of the pack right now, at 45.
2 to go. They're just waiting to make the move, I assume. These guys have been strung out a little bit here as here comes Fielder with Belk,
Fielder
and George, and West Gallo.
to the outside. The 5 is gonna.
Give a shove to Lucan down this straightaway.
The
shove
5's
here.
gonna have to block, or he's gonna get past. No, he's not. They're losing their momentum again.
Yeah,
they-
I just check up on the outside lane and they're going to dive low. At least Fielder does. There's one less car up there. I think Yusa just backed off to try to get their teammate Downey.
And those two are connected to the outside. They go around Lucan. Lucan
5 backed
stays
off to
down
get
low. No one's helping the 52.
White flag here. Belk up high with Bryn George. West Gallo. Lucan falling like a rock with no help.
And if the yellow comes out, well, yellow cannot come out, so you're racing to the line. James Yusa gonna be blocking. No, he's not. You got Belk to the inside of James. Bryn George trying to push Belk.
Downey trying to get with the 5 his teammate, but he's taking 3 wide. That's 4 wide right now.
Oh, and James wrecks.
Oh no, that is not good for him because
No, because
this lead.
Yeah, Bryn George in second right now. We'll see if how the teammates
He's gonna
work.
make a move. See it on win. Belk.
The
O'Donnell's
5
gonna
goes
go
up high. I think he might have given Bryn the win.
No, because
They're contact. Lucan comes in. Where did Lucan come in? Bryn George came in second. James Yusa in 9th. We'll have to calculate that and see if the gap.
It's going to be close.
Jeffrey Belk with the win. We'll see if that wreck on the final lap, if that caused James to lose the championship to Bryn George.
Chaotic last lap there. Jeffrey Belk gets the win of the 55. He was in that last caution, and it's Talladega. You never know what's going to happen, and he ends up winning the race. Surprisingly, no overtime attempts.
No, we survived till the white flag.
Mm-hmm. Man, I know you bumped for that because you wanted to sit through those pace laps there.
Oh yeah. Bryn celebrated. Wonder if Bryn calculated and got the championship. Who knows? But Bryn with no wins this season. $10-point difference. I'm not quite sure how that's going to line up.
Yeah, James Yusa is going to finish first at Daytona, fourth. Actually, no, I'm reading the standings for race number 2. Race number 3 standings haven't been released yet for some reason. Let me do some digging here.
All right, we'll try and figure that out. Currently, the 55 is celebrating. We saw some donuts from Bryn, so it looks like it is going to be close between these two.
Yeah, I'll have to go to Iris because non-Sim Racer Hub is not updated here. So I will go and see.
All right, I am seeing if they used iRacing standings for the league.
Well, they did, and it
They
looks
didn't,
like
though.
Yusa. Oh,
Well, if they did use the iRacing standings, Yusa would have won the championship by 5 points, but I don't think they do because most leagues do not.
yeah. It's you gotta wait for this decision.
See Bryn George typing in the chat. Oh no, he said he'll get him done tonight.
Wow.
No, no, boo. We want to know the
Boo,
winner.
We're not gonna find out if. Here, let's
In the rule book, does it show how the points are calculated?
I do not know. So let me create an invite for the server.
I am posting in the stream chat a link to the Discord so you can see who won the championship. I will comment it as well once the
Comment section is available, most likely. Anyways, Jeffrey Book continues to burn it down here. I think we should bring up Brian.
No, Brian Lucan is not here.
Oop, I hit a button that I wasn't supposed to. Let's bring in Bryn George, our second place finisher here. as Matt will need to do it. Earth to Matt Murrow. Do you copy?
Haha, you don't have power. I'm reading through the rule book.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought you didn't know how to read.
Alright, so Dragon. No,
Brent
third's
George.
Brian Lucan, but Brian's not here.
Yeah, so we bring in
So,
Brent George.
Bryn George, our second place guy. Hey, Bryn, Matt, Cappy in the booth, you copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Alright, so, we'll talk about the elephant in the room a little later. But how was the race for you so far? Up and down. We know you're competing against James Yusa the entire night.
The race was pretty chaotic. I'm sure you guys witnessed that. A lot of wrecks. Yeah, it was not a great race by any racing standards, but pretty fun in the end.
Gotcha. Alright, Cappy, any questions? I'm gonna try and, calculate this.
How's this season been like for you? In your opinion, because you got let's see, 4th place at Daytona to start the season, 3rd at Talladega, and then I forgot what you got last week at Daytona.
It was like 8th or something like that.
Yeah, then 2nd. Oh, what's your thoughts on the season as it comes to a close tonight?
Well, it's unfortunate that we didn't run all the way through. Just lack of attendance. But it's been a pretty fun season with the smaller fields that we have. A lot of hard racing, good racing. Very competitive. Obviously, super speedways always are, but yeah.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
EGR. I'm sure you guys saw tonight. We were all working together. Equipment Geek Racing. They're my boys. I had the Jordan car on tonight.
Yes, that was a great decision because I am a fan of Kerpers. So
Yes, and obviously I love the 45, and that's Kurt Busch's number. Soon to be Tyler Reddick's number.
and then soon to be Matt Murrow's number, right, Matt?
What?
Ooh.
Alright, so I did do some calculations. So Bryn, the gap heading into the race, it was 10 points, correct?
It was bigger than that
It was bigger than 10 points.
because it was 10 points after the second race. Last week he finished second. I finished in the back, so he would have been up by probably upwards of 20 points, if not more.
Okay. So then, alright, I think that I have calculated who won it, but I don't want to spoil your thunder. So, Cappy, do you have any more questions you want to ask?
Now that pretty much answers them.
Okay. So, is there anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
We already did that, Matt.
I am.
EGR, baby.
Yeah.
EG.
And
Okay.
SRTV, shout out to SRTV.
Yes.
All right. So, Cappy just completely finished up the interview, and I thought you were in the middle of it. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Bryn. Also, thank you for hosting the series. We'll try and, I don't know, see what we can do on our end to help promote it and, get us some bigger fields for these events.
Yeah, man, we'll see. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right. That was Bryn, our second place finisher. Winner, Jeffrey
Belk.
Belk. And then we'll talk to the champion.
Yes.
Hey, Jeffrey, Matt, and Cappy in the booth. You copy?
Yeah, how you doing?
All right, so that last lap was extremely eventful. You ended up getting in the win here. Also saw the teamwork going on between you and your teammates there. So how was it for you and your personal team?
I mean, it's a good finish. We wanted to try to help Brendan in that. I know he was fine for the championship, so we were trying to get him up front. Unfortunately, he had that damage from getting stored in the side down the backstretch partway through the race, and tried to hold up the 52 so he could get by, and 52 just kind of shoved us even further across the line.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's a good problem to have. Yeah, how was it? in the chat along with Wes, Bryn. Trying to see if Bryn could get a championship. And Brandon.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out who this West guy is. I just know Team No Lift.
Yeah, that sounds like Wes.
Yeah, there was many people a part of Team No Lift tonight.
Yeah, I know. I was a part of that team at one point.
Is that their
But,
official name in the series?
No, that's what Wes started calling himself.
Or it's a fitting nickname, you know.
For Wes, anything's a fitting nickname. But yeah, good communication between all of us, and I couldn't imagine doing this with anyone but these guys.
Gotcha. Well, glad to have fun tonight. Field size of 10 that was consistent all the way throughout the race. All right, Cappy. I can ask about the sponsor stuff, right?
Yeah, you can ask them. Well, I can do it. Jeffrey, who would you like to thank for tonight's performance?
As always, 4 Click Media, NASCAR Geek, Equipment Geek, Helmet Stalker, Sports Star, Week Designs for making the paints week in, week out for all of us at EGR. You guys for broadcasting, and everyone out there for tuning in.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us here tonight. Thanks for racing. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Let's bring in our champion, James Yusa. He's been the dominator this season.
USA.
USA.
Hey, James. Matt and Cappy in the booth. You copy?
Hello.
How's it
All
going?
right. So we are talking to our champion. Because Brent said the gap was way more than 10 points. So should mean that you're the champion of the series. So how was it kind of throughout?
Throughout the race, throughout the season.
We can talk about both.
Yeah,
We'll
sorry
start
about
with through the race.
The race, it was all right, I guess. I mean, it was kind of fun going to those Toyotas, like there being like 5 of them, and it was just so hard to stay in the lead when they're all just trying to get in the front. So it was a lot of fun trying to keep them behind you. I don't know. It was an all right race. It could have been worse, but I had a lot of fun throughout that race.
How about this season?
That was fun too. I mean, I wish it was longer, but I mean, it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a deserving championship for you. You seem to be the dominant car, made bold moves, and just stayed out front consistently.
Yeah, I got a little fun fact. I led coming to the white in all 4 races, but won one of them. So I wish I won more, but that's all right.
Hey, at least you got the championship. That's always something to be proud of. So, anybody you'd like to thank for your performance this season and tonight as well?
My teammates, Chris Downey. It's too bad James couldn't race. I guess my girlfriend for sure. She's awesome. So those are my thank yous, and you guys as well for streaming the races. Those are my thank yous.
We appreciate it. Matt, do you have anything to add?
No, Cappy, always stealing my thunder.
All right, James, congratulations on your championship.
All right, thank you guys. You guys have a great night.
Thank you. You as well.
All right, so that was James USA. Also,
yes.
At birth, given the names James USA.
Man, I think we've had a good season. It's been exciting.
Been good.
Great finishes for sure.
I don't know. I liked it. It was still only like 4 races, so you can only.
At least there were 4 fun races. All right. I just, I think the moment of the season for me is Brian Lucan sliding into the checkered flag, drifting it at Talladega 2 weeks ago in the Xfinity car for the win. That was awesome. That's my number 1 top moment this season, in my opinion. Do you have one, Matt? A top moment from this season?
Well, it was definitely not the yellow flag laps at Talladega. But other than that, the green flag laps, all the chaos, it's good. I like last week. I thought there was more bolder moves. Also probably because it was Daytona and the trucks.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Overall, good season.
Yeah, we had a great group of guys competing. made the races really exciting.
Yep, they're definitely aggressive, and even though it's a small field, they definitely kept the entertainment value up. As for SRTV, we won't be here next week for the Super Speedway series, but we got some stuff in the work. Coming up, some
We
other
plan
series.
on, Matt, I don't know if you want me to reveal this now, but we plan on streaming the Rolex 24 in late January for IMSA. Me and you're going to be doing the complete 24-hour and post-race and pre-race. So I don't know if you wanted me to spoil that right now.
Come on, Cappy. You know what? The best part is that we'd be doing it for more than $10 a race. We'd be doing it for 12. So.
Everybody watching, we'd like to thank you for watching this race this season. We've already given our thoughts. It's been a great season. Action-packed moments, action-packed drivers. We were honored to commentate this here on SRTV. Stay subbed to the channel. Join the Discord. I sent a link in the chat, so you should see that.